done it again. I've just sat here and filmed it and realised it wasn't filming. That's why I'm looking down to make sure the numbers are going up, the time. Finn's gone for a nap, so I thought I'd just come and quickly do this, and then I've got to go and tidy up. But I've just got my brew in my little cup today. I thought it was a fruity tea, but it's not. It's a green tea. I love these little bags. They're so cute. So I'm just letting it sit. But yeah, I did say the other day I'd be doing like a witchy woo channel of my like journey through my practice, like Wicca. And I wanted to call these videos something. I don't know what to call it. And I think the other day, I think I put witchy ways. I think I'm just going to call it witchy ways for the witchy woo-ness. You don't have to watch these videos if you're not into it, you don't like it, or you think I'm mad, or you just don't get it. I'm not going to do it the typical way some people do it. I'm just going to do it my way. And you might find some things interesting, because it is going to be about the journey and stuff that I'm finding out along the way, and crafts that I do, as in things that I do make and stuff. But anyway, and I've got a few things to show you that came through the door today, which was good that I was going to do this video and they've come through the door. But first of all, because I've been researching a lot of stuff, and I watched that Zeitgeist, is it called, the documentary about religion, where things started from, it rips it apart, but it's to do with the government and other things like that, how they like to keep us asleep, I think. And that's a big reason why I don't watch a lot of telly anymore, read magazines or watch the news, because I actually find it more interesting to come on here or Google or wherever and just research about different things, especially about what I'm trying to learn about now, because I find it more stimulating than sat in front of the telly and just watching things that keep your brain dead and keep you in that mindset of like, you're not good enough, or you can't do this, or you're needing more of this, blah, 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 what I've talked about before. But anyway, I'm not talking about that now. But because I've been doing that, and I've been looking up for things, I sort of looked up my name meaning today, because Finn's auntie, who actually lives in Ireland, we were saying something once in a conversation a few years ago, and she was laughing at me, because she was like, oh my God, do you name what you like? Because that's the reason why my channel's called Dolly Daydreamers. I'm a bit of a dreamer and a bit of a, I say things the wrong way around sometimes. Sort of don't get things out properly, I don't always think, but I know what I mean. So they call me Dolly, so I just Dolly Daydream, because I'm a Piscean as well, and say they've got the head in the clouds, and you know, I'm a bit away with the fairies, and I always have been. But anyway, and I've always said, well, first of all, my first name's Janine, so when I looked that up, it said it was, well, one of the ones was Hebrew name, and it said, where is it? It said, the name Janine is a Hebrew baby name. In Hebrew, it means, the meaning of Janine is a gift from God. I can't remember if it was the French way or something else says Janine means, I can't remember if it was gracious God or God is gracious, but Hebrew is gift from God. Quite nice. Gift from the universe, I'd say. But then there was that, and then I thought, oh yeah, I've never really looked up Flannery, because my second name's Flannery, but I did know, I remember my dad saying ages ago, oh, it's something to do with the Celtic or Gaelic thing in Irish, is something to do with the colour red, and eyebrows, like red eyebrows, the sons of red eyebrows. And I remember telling that to his auntie, and she was laughing her head off, and she was like, oh my God. I've actually looked it up today, and it did say, where's my phone? It did say, I have written it down, Irish meaning is in red hair, red eyebrows, like defined eyebrows, but the colour red, and eyebrows, which if I find, see if I can find it on here. So I sent it to her today, and she was like, she just put two faces laughing, like, no way. I was like, I told you. Everyone always thinks I'm just saying things for, like, you know, whatever, and I said I'm not. So let me see if I can find it. And then she sent me one back of her surname. Let me see if it, but it won't come up now. Oh, there. Let me see. Just to prove that I've been looking. Oh, and also, I don't know if you've heard me say about dating and stuff, because I'm single, but I keep going on about this, like, oh, I just need to date a Viking. It's like a bit of a joke, like just saying a man with thick, long hair, like a Viking with a beard. It's not my usual type that I go with, because I used to like baldy heads, and now I'm liking long hair. But he said this: last name Flannery, recorded as an O'Flannery and a Flannery. This ancient Irish surname was originally a nickname. It derives from the words flan, meaning red, and I think it says arbor or something, and eyebrow. From this, it is easy to deduce the original chieftain, I think it says, was a man with prominent red eyebrows, and probably a Viking. Which I just thought was hilarious, seeing as I keep bringing the Viking thing up, and I didn't know that. So maybe I'm looking for a Viking type looking guy with long hair and a beard and red eyebrows. If I meet anyone out next that I like, he's got red eyebrows, I'll be like, oh my god. So I just thought that was really funny. This is why I like finding out things, because it's so funny. And it did say something under one of these about your numerological number, and it said the number 6, and I thought, I was talking about 6 the other day. 6, I live at number 6. So like, I know it's like daft 6 in the bath of the day, my hair went in a shape looked like 6. And I was talking about that the other day, if you've seen the other channels. And then I just came across something that said the Flannery, what was it? The Flannery coat of arms. I think I took a picture of it, so I'll show you that as well. But I've also said in past chats that when I was younger, that's why I like Wicca and that, you know, nature-based and that. I used to have a thing, my friend used to be an oak tree when I was little, when I was about 5 or something, I don't know, 6. And I used to collect acorns and put them at the bottom of the tree, where I thought the fairies were and all that. And I've always had this thing about acorn trees, you know, if I see an oak tree, I'm always like, oh, I love oak trees, they just seem so ancient looking, and I don't know, I've just got to think about oak trees. So, when I was reading about the coat of arms, I was flabbergasted again, because, I don't know if you can see this, right, look at the picture. Oak tree, and it's describing it, so it's got the red and the green, an oak tree, and it said, I wrote this thing out, but it was just going on about colours in it, like there's white in it, which stands for, I don't even know what I've wrote there, denotes or something, I don't know what it says, peace and serenity. Then it's got yellow in it, or it says gold, which represents generosity. Then it says the chief, which must have been saying before about the guy, it was a man, red eyebrow sort of thing, the chief. Dominon, is it dominon? I can't say it. Authority, wisdom, achievement in battle. It has got like, oh, what do you call it? On the top, your armour. And it's got roses in the tops as well. And it says, then it said, and the oak tree's in the middle. And it says oak tree, acorns, oak leaves. And I was like, oh, that's why I've got to think about oak trees. And then it says red rose, because there's 2 red roses, signifies beauty and grace. I was like, God, that's so interesting. And this is what I mean about, it's funny when you start finding things out and it sort of resonates with you, you know, because if I was just going, yeah, I have this thing about trees and it's normally, I don't know, a willow tree. If it had a willow tree in the front of it, I would have just been like, oh, it's got a willow tree in the front of it. Oh, it's nice, all the saying and that. But because it's got an oak tree, it's like, and number 6 has come up and finding all these things out. And it's, yeah, I don't know, I just love it. And that's why I just love finding different things out, which you can do in Wicca. You can go just researching a load of things that make sense to you, which it does. I've said I've always loved trees and stuff, but I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know if it's made any sense to anyone. In my head, it has. I'm just like loving it. So that was that. And I'll probably find out more about that anyway. I'll be looking into that. And just want to show you my plants that I grew, well, started growing from seed the other week. Getting bigger. I don't know if you can see because the lighting's not good. I did show you the other day that they're getting a bit bigger now. These ones are getting, I can't remember what I put in them. Oh. I'll have to put them outside and put them in a bigger pot. I wanted to see if I could grow them inside so we can have flowers inside, but we'll see. Yeah, and the only other thing is that came today is my diary came. If you're into all this, you'll have seen these before, maybe. I got it off Amazon, I think. Oh. I got a little, how much was it? Doesn't say on there, I can't remember. I ordered it the other week. Got a little bookmark in it this time. It says, happy reading. Oh, it says, if you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day. So I never have to live without you. Oh, it says Winnie the Pooh on the bottom. So it must be a Winnie the Pooh thing. And I know it's a bit, well, I won't say it's late in the year. We're in now, April. But I did mean to get another one because I'm sure I had one for this year and I lost it. So I don't mind because I might still use the pages from the beginning of the year for something. Or that I can still write stuff in it. But I like it because you've got your diary. Even if you're not doing what I'm doing and you just like the fact that it's witchy woofied and it's a diary, you can still use it. Because you can use it for the diary part and then... But the good thing about it is it's a witch's date book, so it shows you, it's illustrations, and then it's got bits where you can write, but it tells you about the planets and the moon phases, and it has a bit of a story on it all, and when you get to like different Sabbaths and holidays, it tells you, and it tells you about it as well. So, you know, and all down the sides it's got all like the moon phases and, you know, down the side so you sort of don't forget. And you can get these in calendars. I did have one in a calendar. I think it was last year. I'm sure it was last year. But I just like this because it's a nice size and it can go in my handbag. And I do like the pictures because I think they're quite sort of not traditional but sort of oldie looking sort of, you know. But so I'll be having a read of that again and reminding myself. But that came today. But along with that came, and I was hoping it'd come today and it did. Just came before I sat down to do this. And then on a video I was doing the other day, I don't, if you didn't watch it then you won't know, but I was talking to you, but then my eBay account thing went off and there was this bag that I really wanted because it looks sort of like pagany, like boho-y, like I just loved it. And I have a thing about, I love tan colouring leather. People might be thinking leather, oh, I thought you said you were eating plant-based. I am eating plant-based. I never said I was vegan because that, you know, I think if I'm right, vegans don't wear leather and stuff like that. There's things that I'm going to try and do in the future as I'm going on with it. Like I said about getting some makeup from Marks and Spencer because they do a cruelty-free one there. But I can't just jump from eating meat to not eating meat to absolutely everything. And I might go that way and I might not. But the only good thing about this bag was someone had it. I haven't gone out and bought it in a shop. Someone's used it, so I'm reusing it, so it's being recycled even though it is real leather, but it is beautiful saying that. So anyway, and I said on the video, if it's meant to be, I'll win it. I put, you know, how much I wanted it to go up to, and I thought, well, I'll just leave it now, because it did go up once, and I put it up a little bit, and then I thought, well, if it's meant to be mine, it'll be mine, I'll win it, because there was a few people bidding on it. And I did think when it had come, I thought, I bet it's only about, because I think I got it for $5.50 and I thought, I bet it's only about that big. It was from Accessorize on when I looked on the description. You know, like a small Persified one. And I thought, well, it doesn't matter when it comes. It looked very pretty anyway. But I'm really chuffed because it's bigger than I thought. I thought it was going to be about, that size, but it's not. It's that size. And I just think it's so gorgeous, and because it has, I mean, it is in good condition because it has been used and there's a few scratches, don't know if you can see, on the leather. I like it like that. I like when they look like they've been worn anyway than it's brand new. I don't know, I just like it. But it's just, I just think it's so pretty. See the patterns? And then this just shuts by just putting that in there. This sort of reminds me of like a mandala pattern as well, even though. And then on the back, which is nice. And then it's just got this heart on, which I love hearts as well. I have quite a few hearts around the house. And it just says love leather, and it's got a little bird on it. But I just think because it's been used, I haven't gone out to the shop to buy it. I'm reusing it and recycling it. I just think it's gorgeous and that's lovely for summer. But I love this colour as well. I don't tend to wear, like I was saying in other programmes, I don't tend to wear black up here because I don't think it normally suits me, even though when I wore it the other day and I've worn it for my video the other day, I think it does now. So you might see me trying to wear a bit more of it. I might try to wear a bit more of it, but I haven't got black shoes either. Black boots. I think I might have one pair of high-heeled black shoes. Boot-wise, because I like my boots, little ankle boots and things, they're all like this colour, or a bit darker brown. And I was thinking today, oh, maybe I should try and look for some really nice black boots, because I do wear black on my bottom half, like black leggings, black coloured, jeans, trousers, but not boots. So yeah, that's another thing. So yeah, I hope you like this little chat. Oh, and this Wednesday coming up, next week, I'm going to be talking about what was it? The power of positive words, and we're doing an experiment, and I'm going to show you that it works. I might start it today, actually, this weekend, because it might show you. Oh no, I should have started. I don't know. I might start it this week. I might start on Wednesday. It's not really going to make a difference, because when I show you, you can go online and see on YouTube and see what other people have done with it. But we're going to do a little experiment. So if you want to try this experiment, I think we're doing it with white rice, and you need two or three containers. They could be glass containers, big containers, small containers, that have a lid on that you can seal, sort of thing. You don't have to do it along with me, but I'm going to show you, and we're going to, throughout the next couple of weeks, after next week I'll show you, we're going to watch it and we're going to see what happens, and I'm going to show you. But yeah, it's mainly chatting about well, positive words, and to watch how you speak, and how positive and negative words can affect you. I don't want to give it too much away, but that will be next Wednesday, and I'll probably see you over the weekend with something else I found out. But anyway, yeah, so I think it's going to be called Witchy Way. So if you do normally watch my channel and you're not into this bit of it, or you like watching me but like your religion's different, you just don't want to watch this, you don't have to. So if you see Witchy Ways, you'll know it's about this, and you don't have to watch it. You can just watch me other ones. It's up to you. But maybe you should watch sometimes just to see what I'm talking about, because it won't be it'll just be different. So anyway, bye.